You just checked your phone. You probably did it without thinking. Maybe you were bored for 3 seconds, or maybe you heard a sound that wasn't there. Either way, your hand moved before your brain decided to move it. That's not a habit. That's not weakness. That's something far older and far stranger than any app designer ever invented. Your brain is running a program that is roughly 200,000 years old, and the people who built your phone knew exactly how to hijack it. Your brain has one job above everything else: not thinking, not planning, not creativity. Its primary function is to detect change, specifically unpredictable change. Because unpredictable change for most of human history meant one of two things: food or death. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz discovered that your brain has a dedicated dopamine response that fires not when you receive a reward, but when you receive an unpredictable reward. Remove the unpredictability and the dopamine response nearly vanishes. Put it back and your brain lights up like it's hunting. You were built to chase the uncertain. Think about what that meant on the savannah. A rustle in the grass might be wind. It might be a predator. It might be prey. Your ancestors who couldn't stop checking survived. You are the descendant of the compulsive checker. This is your inheritance. Now think about what happens every time you look at your phone. Sometimes there's a message. Sometimes there isn't. You never know before you look. That is not an accident. The engineers who designed the notification systems you live inside knew about this research. They learned it from B.F. Skinner. Skinner figured this out in 1957. He put pigeons in boxes with levers. When the lever always produced food, the pigeons pressed it calmly. When the lever produced food randomly, the pigeons pressed it obsessively. They couldn't stop. Skinner called it a variable ratio reinforcement schedule. Casinos call it a slot machine. Silicon Valley calls it a notification. Your phone is a slot machine, and you are pressing the lever between 80 and 150 times a day. A 2016 study by Nottingham Trent University found the average person interacted with their phone 85 times per day. Most interactions lasted under 30 seconds. Most were initiated not because the person consciously decided to, but because their body had already done it. Your body checks your phone before you decide to check your phone. For most of human history, novelty was rare. A new face meant something. A strange sound at night meant something. Your brain evolved to treat novelty as signal. Then, in roughly the last 15 years, the information environment changed faster than any environment in human history. Novelty is now infinite. There is always something new. Always a message unread. Always a number in a red circle demanding attention. Your ancient detection system has nothing to compare this to. It cannot turn itself down because the novelty never stops. Psychiatrist Anna Lembke, one of the world's leading researchers on dopamine, argues that the modern world creates an unprecedented mismatch between the reward systems we inherited and the reward landscape we created. When dopamine is constantly triggered by small, fast, cheap rewards, your baseline rises. The ordinary moments, the quiet, the stillness, start to feel unbearable. Not because they are painful, but because they contain nothing new. This is why silence feels wrong. This is why you fill every waiting moment with your screen. The truly strange part is this: the content almost doesn't matter. Your brain is not optimized for enjoyment. It is optimized for anticipation. The moment before you see what's in your notifications is neurologically more activating than the moment after. You're not addicted to your phone. You're addicted to the moment before you know. Every check is a question, and your brain evolved in a world where every question might have an answer that kept you alive. Tonight, when you reach for your phone without deciding to, remember what that reaching actually is. It's a 200,000-year-old survival reflex pressing a lever your ancestors never had. Somewhere inside your palm, a system older than language is still scanning the grass, still listening for the rustle, still certain that the next thing it finds might save your life. It won't be, but your brain doesn't know that yet.